Hello guys, in today's video, we're gonna check out the best semi-pro camera in this year. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I've tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability, and many more. To find out more information about these semi-pro camera, you can check out the description below. If you want to get a best quality semi-pro camera according to your needs, then watch the video till the end and then decide to buy. At the first position of our list, we have Nikon D780, a successor to the excellent Nikon D750. The D780 represents a great combination of a rugged DSLR experience with mirrorless camera features. Combining a 24.5 MP full-frame image sensor with an improved AF system and video features, it's undoubtedly an all-rounder camera with perhaps the best dynamic range and low-light performance of all full-frame DSLRs. Through the viewfinder, the D780 gives a 51-point AF system using a 180,000 pixel RGB metering sensor. Nikon's 3D focus tracking has always been reliable, and with this AF system and newer algorithms, the camera is a compelling choice for wildlife and action. In fact, it even has face detection, a decent shooting speed of 7 FPS, and a buffer at a whopping 100 frames. When using live view, you get a 273-point face detect AF with up to 12 FPS speed, along with I+ face detection. Although the rotating touchscreen and face detect are good enough for vlogging, the tracking is not the best. The Nikon D780 steps it up for videographers too. 4K video is oversampled and amazingly detailed. There's also the option of shooting 10-bit log footage with an external recorder, an inbuilt time-lapse feature, and mic and headphone ports for audio. For mainly still shooters who want good videos too, the D780 is a great choice. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Sony Alpha A7R IV. Built around a 61.2 MP full-frame sensor and body stabilization and a powerful AF system, the Sony A7R IV mirrorless is designed for semi-pros and professionals. It offers a shooting speed of 10 FPS and a high-resolution mode which combines still photos to give a 240 MP image. This makes the A7R IV an excellent choice for landscape, wedding, and portrait photographers, especially given the compact size and rugged body. You can pair it with the inexpensive Fujifilm X-1.8 or the versatile 16-35mm G Master lens to create a portable travel kit. The strength of this camera is its AF system 567 points with real-time tracking. You won't have to do much to set it up exactly the way you want it to behave, as the camera automatically switches from subject tracking to eye detection. For video, the A7R IV offers 4K along with handy tools like peaking, zebra warnings, and log profiles. While the price tag is quite steep, the Sony A7R IV will be a camera that doesn't require you to upgrade as long as you can navigate its complex menus. Class-leading AF and dynamic range in a stabilized body is a combination that's hard to beat. The number 3 position is held by Canon EOS R6, aimed primarily at enthusiast videographers and vloggers. The Canon EOS R6 is a user-friendly, all-rounder package, although it doesn't feel as compact like the Sony Alpha cameras. The body is highly ergonomic and weather-sealed. The 20 MP full-frame sensor is certainly not extraordinary but delivers beautiful colors and skin tones. The dynamic range is excellent too, and the slightly higher noise levels will be apparent only when comparing it side by side with Nikon or Sony cameras. Surprisingly, the shooting speed with the mechanical shutter is a quick 12 FPS. What makes the EOS R6 stand out is its image stabilization and a newer version of dual-pixel AF, AI Servo, AI Focus, One-Shot, the 100% coverage with AI-trained subject tracking, and face detection performs quite well, making the camera almost as easy to use as a smartphone. Content creation is easy with 4K to 60 FPS, 10-bit 4:2 recording, and log profile. Mic and headphone ports are also included. For video creation, studio work, and weddings, the R6 is a serious choice. Next at number 4, we have Nikon Z7 II, an update of Nikon's flagship mirrorless full-frame Z7. The Z7 II brings a few valuable upgrades that make it a full-featured action and landscape camera. The 45.7 MP sensor is powered by dual Speed 6 processors, giving you a speed of 10 FPS with continuous AF and a buffer deep enough to capture almost 100 photos before slowing down. The 24/7 kit lens is also adequate for travel photography, but you may have to upgrade it to make proper use of those 45 megapixels. But the overall lower cost of the kit compared with models like the Sony A7R makes this a bargain. The addition of the in-body image stabilization, native ISO of 64, and dual SD card slots add to its strength as a wildlife camera. The 493-point hybrid AF is great for stills, although serious videographers might want to switch to dual pixel or Sony's real-time tracking. The touchscreen, LCD, and well-placed dials make the camera enjoyable to use, but unfortunately, the LCD doesn't fully articulate for vlogging. As is usual with Nikon cameras, the dynamic range and colors are excellent. You can get 4K video at 6-type with a negligible crop, and 10-bit N-Log or HLG footage with an external recorder. Mic and headphone jacks are included, but the video quality is a touch less detailed than its peers. If you're mainly a still photographer and your videos are limited to family vacations and birthdays, the Z7 II will surpass your expectations. The number 5 position is held by Fujifilm Xt4. The first APS-C camera on this list, the Fujifilm Xt4, is the company's high-end mirrorless offering without a ridiculous price tag. This camera is fun to use and perfect for street and travel photography with stylish retro looks and lots of manual dials in a weather-sealed body. Even the 1855 lens that the camera comes with is optically better than most kit lenses, and there's an option to buy the set with a battery grip. Housing a 26 MP sensor with image stabilization up to 6.5 stops and a 425-point AF system, the Xt4 deserves to be Fuji's flagship. The fully articulating screen and reliable face and eye detection make it great for vlogging, especially given how Fujifilm simulations give the best skin tones. However, complex subject tracking is still one area where it lags behind the Nikon and Sony cameras. Representing one of the best photo-video combinations, the Xt4 has robust specs for video too. There's 4K/6-type video, focus peaking, zebra warnings, punch and zoom while recording, and 10-bit footage recorded internally. Even with a smaller sensor, the Xt4 is worth every penny. The number 6 position is dominated by Sony A7 III. One of the most affordable full-frame cameras, the Sony A7 III is also one of the most capable. Despite being a 2018 model labeled a beginner body, the 24MP full-frame sensor, in-body image stabilization, and an AF system borrowed from the Sony Anon Sports camera make the specs impressive. While the buttons and dials are not as responsive as a Fuji or Canon, you will get used to it with some practice. The 693-point autofocus system covers the entire frame, and with Sony's eye detection and subject tracking, there will be few scenarios the camera cannot handle with ease. Its dynamic range and low-light performance also match premium cameras like the Nikon D750. The AF joystick, dual card slots, and a larger battery are also welcome changes. Video output from the A7 III is class-leading and better than the similarly priced Fujifilm Xt4. The 4K video at 24.3 is actually a 6K video from the entire sensor, converted into 4K by the camera. There's also native 1080/120 video, focus peaking, zebra warning, and headphone and mic ports. All in all, the Sony A7 III is a cheaper version of the A7R IV and will work for all kinds of photography. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Nikon Z5. The younger brother of the flagship 7, the Nikon Z5 is a comparatively inexpensive full-frame camera that can be used like a point and shoot. The 24MP full-frame sensor is not the BSI version found in the 6 and 7, but still delivers an excellent dynamic range. Combine this with a high-quality VF, weather-sealed body, dual card slots, and in-body image stabilization, and you get a perfectly usable landscape kit. The 273 phase detect AF points are more than enough, and the surprise inclusion of an AF joystick is a boon. While the face and eye detect works well and subject tracking is also much better than expected at this price, the shooting speed of 4.5 FPS is one downside. On the other hand, the buffer is almost 100 frames deep when shooting JPEGs. On the video side, the Nikon Z5 has a few shortcomings. The 4K/30 video comes with a heavy zone 0.7 crop, and you will get a significant rolling shutter. Although the video AF is decent, and you get 3.5 in headphone and mic ports, the overall quality is not groundbreaking. If you want a stills-oriented camera that gives fantastic photos, the Nikon Z5 offers the most value for money. The number 8 position is held by Canon EOS 5D Mark Roman IV. The most senior camera on this list, the 5D Mark Roman IV, was released over 5 years back, but it still holds its own. The 30.4 MP full-frame sensor offers excellent dynamic range, although it falls slightly short of the modern sensors found nowadays. The dual-pixel AF is reliable as usual and makes the camera easy to use in live view, although the touchscreen LCD does not articulate for vlogging or selfies. When using the viewfinder, you get a basic 61-point AF system that will get the job done, but barely. When compared with the newer AF systems from Nikon and Sony, the subject tracking seems outdated. The video mode is decent, and the touch-to-focus capabilities of dual-pixel are helpful. But again, it feels a bit lackluster overall. You get 4K/third type within zone 0.6 crop and 1080/6 type, along with headphone and mic ports, but tools like peaking and zebra are missing. The Canon 5D Mark Roman IV was never designed to be extraordinary, but if you are looking for a no-nonsense DSLR experience and want a rugged camera with some heft to it, the 5D Roman IV will suit you well. Next at number 9, we have Panasonic Lumix DC Zone. Panasonic has always been famous for its cinema cameras, and the DC Zone continues that legacy. Being the first camera approved by Netflix for 4K video, this model is perfect for videographers and content creators, with a 24.2 MP full-frame sensor. Extensive weather sealing and image stabilization. The DC Zone also features 4K video with a host of extra features. The oversampled 4K/third type without any recording limit and 4K/6 type with zone 0.5 crop are excellent. You also get HLG footage, AF joystick, articulating touchscreen, dual card slots, mic and headphone ports, and slow motion 1080 type video up to 180 FPS. If you pay extra for a software upgrade, you can add 10-bit vlog in 4:2 and wait from display. One of the highlights of this camera is its 5.76 m OLED electronic viewfinder. This makes it a great stills-oriented camera, especially since its dynamic range and 9 FPS burst come close to its full-frame peers. Although the camera is not very portable, 6.4 ohms, and contrast detect AF sometimes hunts for focus, the Panasonic DC21 is the most capable video camera you can get at this price for semi-pros. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Canon EOS R6D Mark Roman II. A younger sibling of the 5D, the 6D Mark Roman II is a well-rounded DSLR semi-pro camera designed for enthusiasts. A 26mm full-frame sensor and a 45-point AF system with dual pixel for live view represent a decent package, although it feels outdated compared to modern mirrorless cameras. The 24-105mm lens that the camera comes with is versatile enough for all kinds of use, and since it's stabilized, it will make up for the lack of in-body stabilization. While the dynamic range and Canon colors are excellent, the lack of 4K video and a shooting speed of only 6 FPS hold the camera back. But because of the affordable price and a weather-sealed body with a bright optical viewfinder, the 6D Mark Roman II makes for an enjoyable DSLR experience. That's all for today. We upload camera accessories review videos every single day. So, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.